real bust. So listen, man, I'm just here to let people know what's going on. Far as like, this is my first episode that I'm uploading on YouTube. I'm here to talk about um life, living life in a bubble. That's pretty much where I'm at, living life in a bubble. And what I mean by living life in a bubble is like is I'm finding it hard for me to date. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not willing to share all my time to this person. And it's nothing bad, you know. It's something that I developed just being single for so long. When you living in a bubble, you start to do things differently. You move when you want to move, you participate in things when you want to do it. You don't have to answer to nobody, and I know that's wrong. That's not right. That's kind of low key toxic. You know what I'm saying? Without arguing, it's toxic. So basically, I'm just talking to my core audience. I don't have an audience yet, but probably after this video today, I will have an audience. And this is for people who's trying to date and just want to be happy, because we are struggling living in that bubble. It's cool, it's fun, but at the same time, it's kind of like hard because you pulling, nails and teeth to just try to give your time to somebody, but you just get to that. I'm at a point where I just like being alone. Even when I'm in a relationship, I like being alone. And I know it sounds crazy. Like I do go on dates, I do talk on the phone and stuff like that, and have good conversations, but that's not good enough. And I know that's not good enough. So I'm not gonna sit up here and be in denial about a lot of shit that's going on, because you gotta bend that time, to make it whole with somebody, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And being single for a long time can be dangerous, because you will end up by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's something that I'm really fighting right now. You know, that's the only issue that I have, is just, dedicating my time to my significant other. And you gotta have that in order to grow, So like I said, and don't forget y'all to hit that like button, follow, subscribe. Also go check out my podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. I've been doing that for a while. I got 145 episodes, and I stopped in September, so I'm back on the ball again, to get this going. And I'm just coming to you guys for my core audience. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about. Within red flags in the relationship, boundaries, all that stuff that I'm gonna be talking about on a week to week basis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I wanna start there. You know what I'm saying? And I think also people need to respect each other boundaries within a relationship. I don't think people respect each other boundaries in a relationship. You got people out here that's dating each other, and they feel like they don't have to respect your boundaries just because y'all fucking or y'all have a good time or y'all got it. Like, you still have to respect each other boundaries. So I give you one scenario of a boundary that I feel like people need to respect. Um, it just so happens, if you not feeling well, or you just out of it today. You know what I'm saying? People shouldn't feel away if you tell them that you're not interested, or you don't want to do something. You tired, and I feel like people can overstep their boundaries in relationships, women and men. I'm not, picking on nobody or nothing like that, but if anybody is dating someone out there, your significant other then crossed the boundary, and you have to put them in place for that. Um, I also want to talk about red flags within a relationship. You know, red flags is a toxic trait. Everybody's not perfect. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like your relationship will go a longer way if you just correct those red flags from your significant other. And it's okay for them to check the red flags on you. You know, and I'm not saying like red flags that where you just want to like stop talking to them, but you know, hey, I saw that, I caught on to that, fix it. You know what I'm saying? I just think if we get to a point and just talk to each other, man, instead of yelling and who's right and who's wrong, and you know, things will be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? But I know you got narcissistic motherfuckers out there too. You know, they the worst. You know, I hate to say it. They the worst. You know, them the type of motherfuckers that just think they don't do no wrong at all. Um, but yeah, like I said, man, I know I'm all over the board right now. It's gonna get better, but this is basically what I'm gonna be talking about. You know, if anybody out there feeling what I'm feeling or going through what I'm going through, man, please comment, subscribe, like. Um, yeah, man. So that's it. Me living in a bubble is kind of, I got myself in a bind to where it's hard for me to spend time with my significant other. It don't got nothing to do with cheating. It don't got nothing to do with none of that shit. Sometimes I just like being by myself. Sometimes I feel like I don't have to um always be up under you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say I'm blunt. My deliverance can be very terrible. But that is, it's not terrible. I'm just me. I'm Rob. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no asshole. That's just how I deliver it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straightforward dude. I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat the shit. But like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting this channel. Let's get this channel way up. You know what I'm saying? Again, subscribe, follow, like, and also go check my podcast out, WNY/ Nothing But Honesty Podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify Podcasts, or wherever where you get it. Same thing on for YouTube. Just type in WNY/ Nothing But Honesty. You're gonna see the little purple logo in the corner. Thank y'all for y'all time. Thank y'all for y'all support. And I definitely hope to engage with y'all, and it's gonna get better, you know. So just bear with me. I'm not really video friendly. You know, this is my first video going up on YouTube. So yeah, it might be all over the place. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I just want to let y'all know where I'm going and what angles I'm taking.